Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. Hallmark Plus The Groomsmen, First Look, all the details. The first movie in the Hallmark Plus highly anticipated Groomsmen trilogy is about to premiere. This is the series that is compared to For Guys. The Groomsmen, First Look stars BJ Britt, Jonathan Bennett, and in this first movie of the trilogy, a cautious pediatrician and an overseas doctor meet at a wedding in Philadelphia, but the long distance, family, and their friends may hinder their budding romance. Here is more about this new movie. What is Hallmark Plus' The Groomsmen, First Look about? What is this first movie in the trilogy, The Groomsmen, First Look about? According to, this is a story from the male point of view. Pete is a kind-hearted pediatrician with a penchant for planning. He meets a doctor in Philadelphia and he is smitten. He goes overseas, with his two best pals, Danny and Jackson, in tow. Did he meet the woman of his dreams? Because he is a planner, Pete doesn't know how this will all work. There is a whole ocean between them. How can he be with someone who is so far from him? As he tries to talk himself out of the best thing to happen to him, Pete thankfully has his two pals who are there to talk some sense into him. For one thing, did anyone say the word love? Now, will one grand gesture win her heart and make him the happiest man in the world? When will The Groomsmen, First Look drop? When will The Groomsmen, First Look drop? Hallmark Plus will drop the first movie in this trilogy on Thursday, October 17th. What are other two movies in Hallmark Plus trilogy? The Hallmark Plus trilogy The Groomsmen has three movies. The first is The Groomsmen, First Look. This drops on Thursday, October 17th. Next is The Groomsmen, Second Chances. This will drop on Thursday, October 24th. Lastly, the third movie is The Groomsmen, Last Dance. This final movie will drop on Thursday, October 31st. Ron Oliver directed all three Hallmark Plus movies. Longtime Hallmark director directed all three Groomsmen movies. The Hallmark Hall of Fame director shared many photos and stories on his account. That means photos from Bulgaria, Greece, and Italy where these movies were filmed. This promises to be a spectacular movie trilogy. Hallmark Plus subscribers, are you ready for The Groomsmen? Which of the three movies are you looking most forward to watching? Georgia Marketalo has several decades of writing experience, including travel writing, tech writing, art history analysis, and now entertainment writing. She loves to share the latest news on rom-coms and mysteries. Title, The Groomsmen, First Look, all the details on Hallmark's next heartwarming hit. Hallmark fans, get ready to fall in love all over again. Following the enormous success of its seasonal romances and small-town dramas, Hallmark Channel is stepping into fresh territory with The Groomsmen, First Look, a tender, funny, and emotionally rich story about brotherhood, new beginnings, and yes, unexpected love. Slated for a Winterfest premiere this January, The Groomsmen is already generating buzz for its heartfelt storyline and a star-studded cast that blends beloved Hallmark regulars with exciting newcomers. Here's everything you need to know about The Groomsmen, First Look, including cast details, plot sneak peeks, and why this just might be your new favorite Hallmark movie. A new take on tradition. While most Hallmark movies focus on brides, bouquets, and happily ever afters from the bride's perspective, The Groomsmen takes a refreshing turn. Told primarily from the viewpoint of four lifelong friends, The Groomsmen at a winter wedding, the story centers around Grant Taylor, played by Chesapeake Shore's Alan Brendan Penny, a former pro baseball player returning to his hometown of Maplewood, Vermont, to stand as best man in his brother's wedding. But what begins as a simple homecoming quickly becomes something deeper. As the wedding approaches, Grant reconnects with his childhood friends, loyal Nate, Tyler Hines, free-spirited Marco, Juan Pablo Di Pace, and quiet, introspective Ben, Luke McFarlane, each bringing their own baggage, dreams, and secrets to the snowy weekend. And then there's the wedding planner, Ella Monroe, played by the radiant Italia Ricci, a perfectionist with a planner full of checklists and a past that collides with Grant's in more ways than one. The heart of the story at its core, The Groomsmen, First Look is a love letter to friendship, specifically, the often overlooked emotional bonds between male friends. We wanted to explore what it means for men to show up for each other, not just at the altar, but in life, says director Lee Madison, who also helmed Hallmark's A Country Christmas Harmony. There's laughter, rivalry, old wounds, and ultimately healing. It's like The Big Chill meets love, actually, with a little maple syrup. The story unfolds over a long weekend leading up to the wedding, set against the snow-dusted backdrop of Maplewood's historic Winter Lodge Inn. As the men rehearse their speeches, try on tuxes, and grapple with their own life decisions, each character is forced to confront what they're really looking for, in love, in friendship, and in themselves. Grant, struggling with life after retirement from baseball, doesn't expect to fall for anyone, especially not someone as organized and driven as Ella. But as they clash over wedding logistics, and eventually team up to rescue a wayward ring-bearer puppy, sparks fly in true Hallmark fashion. A cast to fall for part of the magic of the Groomsmen is its ensemble cast, a who's who of Hallmark favorites, bringing layers and chemistry to every scene. Fans are already buzzing online about the chemistry between Penny and Ricky, whose on-screen banter has been described by early viewers as rom-com gold. A soundtrack for the soul, one of the film's standout features is its original music. A mix of acoustic ballads and upbeat indie tracks fills the snowy atmosphere with warmth. Highlights include an original duet titled Promise Me This sung by country artist Emily James and Tyler Hines himself, a surprise performance that's said to be a scene stealer. "We wanted the music to reflect the intimacy of the story," says composer Hannah Bishop. "It's about finding your people and holding on to love, even when it's unexpected." Location filmed on location in Quebec and Vermont, the setting of Maplewood is practically a character itself. Picture twinkling fairy lights, antique wooden lodges, frozen lakes for skating, and late-night bonfire scenes that invite confessions and cocoa in equal measure. From cozy flannel-lined interiors to breathtaking snow-covered hills, the visuals are pure Hallmark magic. "The set design was all about comfort and nostalgia," says production designer Jules Wynn. "We wanted viewers to feel like they were right there, sitting by the fire with a mug of cider and a heart full of hope." A gentle shift in storytelling while the Groomsmen First Look still delivers all the classic Hallmark ingredients: romance, small-town charm, and a guaranteed happy ending. It also brings a subtle shift in tone. With deeper emotional stakes and more nuanced relationships, it marks a gentle evolution in the Hallmark brand. "People want more than just a love story, they want connection," says writer Dana Clarkson. "This film is about showing up for your friends, telling the truth, and choosing love even when it's scary." The takeaway: so, why should the Groomsmen First Look be at the top of your must-watch list? Because it's not just about a wedding, it's about what happens before the vows. It's about finding your place in the world, forgiving old wounds, and realizing that sometimes the greatest love stories begin when you least expect them. Whether you're watching with your best friends, your partner, or just a cozy blanket and a cup of hot cocoa, The Groomsmen promises to be a warm hug of a movie, one that reminds us that family isn't always who you're born with, but who shows up when it counts. Mark your calendar. The Groomsmen First Look premieres Sunday, January 14th at 8/7 on Hallmark Channel, kicking off the Winterfest lineup with heart, humor, and just enough snowfall to make you believe in second chances. Don't miss it, and don't forget the tissues. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with